All right, thanks a lot, Caitlin. The Okaloosa Sheriff's Office on their Facebook page, it's about 15 minutes ago, saying contrary to some recent national news reports, Okaloosa County bridges are not closed at this time. So if that is information that you had out there from somewhere, Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office says they do not have bridges closed at this time. Well,
the one mentioned was the Mid-Bay Bridge, so that's still open. Is that what we're led to believe? And 331?
And 331, that was in Walton County?
Walton County.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll sort that out. Where are we now?
Do want to report, too, that, you know, we've been looking at some of the images from Panama City, and certainly our hearts, prayers, just thoughts go out to everyone there and what they're dealing with right now, and certainly what they will be looking at in the aftermath of this storm. But Cox Cable confirming that both of the Panama City TV stations, that being WMBB, the ABC affiliate, and WJHG, the NBC affiliate, are both off the air because of the hurricane. And so they have no television signals coming into that area at this time. Now, on their Facebook page, WJHG says the station, which is located on Front Beach Road, sustained roof damage, but there were no reports of injuries there. So that is one little bit of good news out of that situation.
A little while ago, we talked to Santa Rosa County Sheriff Bob Johnson, who indicated that the Navarre bridge to Navarre Beach had been closed down over the causeway, trapping maybe 75 to 100 cars, sightseers there. Don't know if they were measuring that bridge and the winds at the top of that bridge every 15 or 20 minutes, he says, and once those subside below tropical storm force, which is at 39 miles an hour, they'll reopen. We have not had an update on that.
Right, and the Garcon Point Bridge also.
And Garcon Point as well. We have power outages, sporadic on the western side of the Panhandle right now. We can bring those maps up. I don't know if we've got, that's, the print's a little too small for me to see the totals. 116,000 people out. Gulf Power customers, Oriette, is that? Okay, so that's the westernmost counties of northwest Florida with 116,000 customers without power right now, scattered in Escambia, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa counties, even in Pensacola, 2,843 I'm looking at right now. Estimated restoration at 5:15 for at least the Pensacola and Escambia County areas. I think restoration time will be a little longer the closer you get towards that storm. We've got Duke Power map as well. Duke Energy in Leon County and the central part of the Panhandle with perhaps, we're going to pull that up in just a second, but we're hearing that a lot of power outages are being reported there as well. But as we said, 4,000 power crews staged and ready to go and to fly into those areas from Escambia County. What you're looking at now is from Duke Energy and the power outages that got reported. We don't have numbers associated with each of those spots right now, but tells the story. Suffice it to say, many customers, if not all the customers along the coast, have been knocked off, and no indication as of yet of how long that's going to be or when power is going to be restored. Obviously, they've got to wait until it's safe and the winds die down before anybody can head out there. You don't want to make matters worse by
also, you know, they caution customers that, you know, it depends on the type of damage that has been done and the type of repairs that are going to be needed. The good thing is we have crews all across the state and a large contingent of those right up the street from the television station here at the Pensacola Interstate Fairgrounds who are, they're mustered, they are ready to go as soon as it is safe for them to get on the road and get to the various points. Right now we're looking at some more damage from Panama City, but these crews will be moving into these areas to restore power as quickly as they can.
Reminder, if you're listening to us in central Gulf Coast, in Tallahassee, Leon County, and points further east, and you're picking us up on your cell phone or a battery device or whatever the case may be very careful with those generators. Do not run them in the garage. Do not run them inside the house. Make sure they are very well ventilated. Obviously, you know you're not supposed to connect those directly to your power supply in your house. When the power comes back on, that can cause some problems. It can cause electrocutions, it can cause some shocks and other problems. Be extremely careful with the use of those things. Do not overextend them. Keep them well away, well ventilated. Every storm, we will get reports of people who are brought to the hospital because of carbon monoxide poisoning. It's colorless, it's odorless, you don't know it until it's too late and you pass out. Carbon monoxide poisoning from those generators being too close to your home or the fuse being sucked into a window. Please be careful. If you've got those generators running, be careful with them.
And Bob, you know, as the storm moves through here and gets out of here, and that can't happen anytime too soon, we see the damage. We can already anticipate what people are going to be going through. Many of us have had similar experiences, and people want to help. That is one of the incredible things about this place in which we live, is that people will want to help. We're always reminded that the best way to help is with your financial contributions. Governor Scott has already activated Florida's disaster fund for Hurricane Michael. You can access that fund, get information about it by going to floridadisasterfund.org. If you're ready to make your contributions now, you can text disaster to 20222. Again, you can text disaster to 20222 or visit their website, floridadisasterfund.org. And again, the financial contribution is always the best way to help.
I recall those images from Katrina. So many people here wanting to help, and piles and piles and piles of clothes and baby goods that all were thrown out, that were left on the side of the highways, but they had no place to bring them, no idea what to do with them. The best of intentions, and they fell short. So the cash is the best thing to do. Well, that said, we're going to go to Wakulla County right now, where Mike Magnoli is standing by further. Oh, he's not live. He filed this report just a few minutes ago, apparently. Thanks, Oriette.
Well, we've had to change location since the last time we checked in with you. We're about 15 minutes from the coast now, but we're still in Wakulla County, and the gusts of winds that we're seeing here, strong enough to knock over the trash cans at this little gas station. What I'll have my photojournalist Chris Hinson do right now is give you a look at the trees across the way. So, okay, we're still a little bit a ways from landfall of Michael, and this is inland, but this will give you a sense of what the wind is doing here. Trees getting thrashed around, some signs getting thrashed around.
All right, we were having some technical glitches there. Again, those things not unanticipated in situations like this, weather conditions being what they are. Renee Benanati, a while ago, made her way to the Gulf Power warehouse and has this report for us.
Right now, we're in Gulf Power's warehouse in Pensacola, where, as you can see, we're surrounded by hundreds of boxes. Now, these are filled with items like this polymer insulator that are going to be packed up and sent with workers responding to heavily hit areas. Right now, we have Gordon Paulus with Gulf Power. Thank you so much for joining us, who's going to give us a little bit more information about this. First off, can you tell us a little bit about what is going on here?
Well, we created 6 storm kits before the storm season even started. And what we have done, we have deployed them out already ahead of the storm. We sent 4 to the Panama City area, 2 to the Central District in Fort Walton Beach, and we have 1 here in the Western District or the Pensacola area. We've sent 1 more out today. We're working on 2 more, because what we do with these is we stage them out in the areas where the damage occurs, and then the linemen will come, and knowing what they need to get, such as bolts, cutouts, transformers, poles, wires, you name it. There's over 90 different items that we have, and each kit probably has 120,000 different pieces. And so the linemen will get these pieces, and they'll use that to make the repairs, and it makes it more efficient, and it allows us to get the customer's power restored sooner.
And once again, as you were saying, how does this affect the response time?
It's a more efficient way of getting it to the linemen to make the repairs quicker. It's there at the site, so they don't have to go to it. We bring it to them. And we're also bringing down materials throughout the next few days from other parts of the country to keep the materials going for our line workers.
I know people in the area are going to be wondering what they can expect for power outages. What can you tell us about that?
Well, here in the Pensacola area, you know, we're still getting some tropical storm force winds, but our crews are already working to restore those outages. But we have to get out of the bucket trucks when it reaches 30 miles an hour, just for safety purposes. But when the winds die down and there's more outages, we will continue to work here in the Pensacola area today and tonight until we get everything restored. And then as we determine the extent of the damage over in Fort Walton Beach and Panama City, then we will start repairs there as soon as it's safe to do so.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gordon. Once again with Gulf Power. Now, as you can see, they're working around the clock and very diligently to make sure that everybody stays safe and has power throughout the storm. For now, reporting in Pensacola, Renee Benanati, Channel 3 News.